cutscenes. This is where I gotta go. This is where I'm gonna go. Let's get a better look at the map. See where I'm at right now. Alright. So everybody who are, well, all one of you who are watching, I'm going to be a little bit quiet until you guys start commenting, just because, you know, but I definitely enjoy Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker's super fun. It plays more how I like to play classes, or how I would like to play a class. It's fast, it's hard. I'm gonna keep playing Gunbreaker. It might be my new main job. Who knows? We'll find out. Oh, right before I start up, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna start sharing this really quickly with some of my friends. Because we're going to be doing this for a couple hours, that's all. Maybe like the next 2 hours. See how it works out. And in case you haven't seen the title, spoilers! I'm doing the main scenario. I don't mind my crappy tanking. So hopefully you guys have gotten a chance over the weekend to, you know, start playing. Obviously I've had early access, and out of all my early access, I've only actually been able to play like for a day and a half, counting today. And I've gotten to 70 Gunbreaker. I'm starting the main
Look how
scenario.
many people there are!
And I am not going to skip cutscenes.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Just so you know, we can sit back, we can enjoy it.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
I've skipped a lot of cutscenes. I've never listened to Biggs and Wedge's voice.
Biggs! Wedge!
Or Tataru. Did not notice how Irish Biggs sounds.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid. Jesse called it the chief for some other business. So we...
Whoops.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna end up getting kidnapped or something. While I run away. Because nobody else besides me notices this huge-ass crystal.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Oh god, the Tara panic dance.
Stay with me.
Lalafell panic dance.
Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Dude, just drop.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Wait, so that's the MacGuffin that takes us over to the new area? Spoilers. That better not be it. A little cog-looking device. If so, I'm gonna be kind of like, really? So for those of you who've been playing Gunbreaker and are obviously like 70 plus, what materia have you been finding works best for your Gunbreakers? I'm thinking skill speed, crit, and determination, or maybe tenacity, who knows. But I do know I want skill speed, because there are occasions
Shine the dawn's light will shine again.
I wish there was a way to slow the process.
Do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you. I must say your spirited accounts always comes in welcome. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Ooh. Is that Bay? Yeah, this is the MacGuffin that takes us over to the next world.
Your time has not yet come.
Dude, they need to turn down the resolution in this world. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it. I was about to say, if this is another Lalafell, I'll be kind of disappointed. But of course not. It is the Warrior of Light. Well, darkness. Because the whole thing here is just, if you haven't known, like I said, spoiler alert, us as the Warrior of Light in our world, in Heidelin, we've thrown off the balance in another world. So now, the journey is to become the Warrior of Darkness, and how we get there. So, these are the first steps.
From endless dreams I awake.
I mean, I'm wearing enough black. Am I the Warrior of Darkness yet?
Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Oh, they have chocobos over here. Nice. Let's go over there dressed in all black with a hood and a gunblade on. That's not suspicious at all, especially when we're coming out of the woods. Dude, if I saw that coming out of the woods...
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler
shit.
himself. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
That, I see. Now, I imagine if he was high, that's why he's not freaking out. Yeah, it's bright as day, my dude. You must be a little bit too fried.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman a kicking out time.
Okay, so it's something that's happening to make it not... Oh, yeah.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
Something happened. Yeah. I'm assuming this is just our meddling as the Warrior of Light that we gotta fix. So we must become the darkness.
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
That almost fits in timeline with the game.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Come on, don't do it. There you go. Say no to alcohol, kids.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you,
like a brown rock leaf.
Best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Oh, malms? No, first we had to deal with yalms. Now we gotta do malms.
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Normally I would just ride my chocobo through this, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to like walk and enjoy this. Oh, never mind. I still can't play yet. Dude, look at that six-pack coming through.
Dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Look at that. So, we spoke with the dude. Take a look at this map. Let's see what we got. Oh, man. Alright. So, we're supposed to go, I'm assuming, right here. But we're gonna go over here. So we're gonna go that way. Let's get on this. Oh, I can't even ride my mounts? Ugh. Let's find us some enemies to fight though. Why would it? Okay. So this is a you are going to do this kind of thing. Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, we are being forced into this. That's alright. We'll just go to the tower afterwards. Or the crystal. Yeah. This is still beautiful. Alright, another cutscene.
Halt!
Oh, who are you, bunny girl?
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Because I'm covering it with a mask.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
I'm not a furry, but
From where do you hail?
let's just see what happens when I say the source. The source.
The source? What is this cryptic nonsense?
Best way to answer when people are
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
How about we just fight for it? Ooh, our monsters don't do that.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
They got too many bays in this game. Oh, ain't the old man. Rest in peace, High Grandpa.
Everything all right, Captain?
Oh, there's gonna be a familiar face? Nah, just a dude in a hood.
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Oh, they're bringing back Sin from
I see.
Final Fantasy X.
Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
I don't even know you, dude.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Yes, Card Fake King, this is not Vanguard. I'm streaming something different, you know?
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
This isn't even like a cinematic cutscene. That's why me and Zay were trying to get you to play it for a while. It's beautiful.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Watch, she's gonna be like a future version of me that got stuck. That'd be kind of cool if it was. Even though my character is black. I made him dressed like this.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me
tank,
first thank you for answering my summons.
Gunbreakers are tanks. They're more offensive support tanks, which is the playstyle
I had intended to bring you direct.
Oh shoot, that's a force of habit. I'm trying to go through the cutscenes.
And so we come to the question of where.
Watch them.
The realm in which you now find yourself, but as to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid.
And that was just to get my character up to 70. Just because there's an overflow of tanks, so there's not that many parties that need tanks. Does you mean Dark Knight? I don't like how Dark Knight plays. That's why I don't. That's why I don't
is
play
a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
Dark Knight is fine. Like, you get like an actual shadow.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above.
I can link you the gameplay trailer like for the new abilities. But yeah, Dark Knight gets a shadow clone where it does exactly
here
what
in
Dark
the
Knight
first.
does.
The world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now.
Why are you in purgatory?
Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
A break from Vanguard, a break from video games.
And though it meant depriving a world of its champion,
saying you want a Kit Kat
I had
bar?
to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road?
That felt
Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Just saying. Alright, I can actually play. Maybe I might actually be able to get some gameplay in and show you what Gunbreaker gameplay looks like. Especially since I got my last new ability. The last new ability makes it go a little bit faster. Oh no, this looks like another cutscene. Dude, we walked so far.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
What the hell? Are those supposed to be chocolos? Do I need to get a mount just for this area? I hope not. The Crystarium. Alright. What are they gonna give me? White oak weapon coffer. Alright. And 4.6 million XP. Alright, I'm okay with that. What are you giving me this time? White oak chest gear coffer. Alright. Now, full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful if you were first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the... Oh, God, I gotta talk to people? Can I just tell them I'm an introvert and I don't like talking to others? Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along to your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. Strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. Nah, son. I'm about to go back to my world. Fuck your world. Nah. After you have done so, walk the steps. This is where you'll find our collective gravity. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing for 28 minutes. And of that 28 minutes, I watched cutscenes for 25 minutes. That was it. Alright, let's get this mission going. Why does he have like a lizard hand that's super veiny and everybody just acts like it's cool? Okay. I'll find out. But yeah, see, okay, like, I do believe, like, everybody should have a couple hobbies, just so that way, I think everybody should have a break every so often, just because you never know how burnt out you're gonna feel after a while. Especially as much as we've been playtesting too. So like, you're probably a little bit more burnt out than me, because I've been taking said breaks. Like, I've been trying to make sure I pace myself with our testing. But like, you can't... just don't burn yourself out, man. Where's this treasure at that I got? Maybe I'm stupid and I just don't see it. I mean, if you hate your local structure, what I would do is I would try to change it. But that's just me. Oh. That's my friend. Somebody actually from my locals. He's supposed to be at work right now, like I am. But instead he's here. I think he's sending me a message. Or he's trying to call me on Skype, one or two. Alright. I already forgot what this dude told me I was supposed to do. Oh, somebody got a wind-up teeth? Yeah, see, okay, I assumed that you were, We're off work right now. I want to stand up on it and touch it. Alright, next. Go up these steps. I can't use my chocobo. Stupid place don't have chocobos. Jump the fence. Won't let me. That's fine. Alright, one thing I definitely need to do is fix my gear. Repair my gear. Oh, never mind, I don't need to repair my gear. Don't remind me how broke I am. We can do leave mates in here. Script exchange for the crafters. This area reminds me of, like, in 1.0 for Final Fantasy 14, the trailer that was being showed was an area that's kind of like this. I think that's what they finally just actually used the area that they wanted to, but they just repurposed it. But this definitely looks a lot like it. Are you a cat girl? Oh yeah, also Cardfight King. We have cat girls. You can make your character a cat girl, or a bunny girl, or a big lion boy. So it's whatever you want on this game. And you can do all jobs on one character. You don't have to be a furry. You don't have to be a furry. Just saying, my guy. You could be a human, you could be an elf, you could be a little potato, you could be, I don't know how to describe this, the last one, but it's just huge. Like, you look like the Hulk, but you got a hairy ass face. Alright. And like, you can skip past these cutscenes, but I'm not going to. Just mainly because, you know, it's nice to have the cutscenes up. Yeah, she is a cat girl, I think. Looks like she has cat girl ears, or that's just a thing being tied in the back. No, she's a human. She's definitely a human. Let's get a closer look, see if she's a cat tail. Nope, no cat tail, just a flat butt. Alright. Let's go over to part 2. I can sprint, but I'm too lazy to put it. Oh, yes. Oh, this makes things so much faster. Oh, come on. I can't jump from there, I'll die. Alright, let's see how we're supposed to get there. I think that's downstairs, so we have to go to. Alright, let's go back to the crystal. But yeah, seriously, take you a break, dude. Like, don't burn yourself out on Vanguard. Because if you do, you're not going to want to play it anymore. And then you'll end up taking a break for like months and years and eons and centuries. Like, that's what happened to me a while ago. I burnt myself out and then I didn't want to do anything. But I went, charged my batteries again, and now I'm good. Oh, shoot, that one's closer. See, talking to you distracted me from where I was supposed to go. That's alright, though. Once I start being able to stream this on my PC without fearing that my PC is going to burn up, I'll actually get in Discord and do this. But for now, it's just PlayStation chat, unless you want to get on your PlayStation 4 and then jump and chat with me. Yeah, I know you do. Don't worry. We just have to go through this stupid little fetch quest thing. And normally this would be a lot faster because I'd be skipping cutscenes. But I'm not going to skip cutscenes. And I did mark the video for spoilers. Ooh. Jeez. What were you doing? Humes is what they used to call humans in Final Fantasy XI, which was another MMO that's still active, by the way, and has been going strong since like 2003, 2004. Oh, yeah. You should not laugh that much. Yeah. Yeah, but you could be one of those big lion boys that I'm talking to right now. Why you say he looked like a bitch? Okay, good. Alright. Now we're gonna go all the way. Up here. I'm assuming the darker brown is the lower areas. Man, I wish I could use my chocobo. The cowardly lion. Maybe. Who knows? But there's an entire race of them. I have a feeling they're gonna give me one of those. These big ass birds. Looks like a goddamn camel bird. Leomon from Digimon, I think they might get sued then, CFK. I think there's another person that just got here just like me. Yeah, they're level 70. Oh, I might be missing something. There we go, Ethernet shard. Attuned to these, it makes traveling way faster. There's a summoner and his avatar, or not avatar, but you know what I mean. Or if you don't see it, but the other people, I'm using air quotes when I say that are watching. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the action soon. We're just going through story. See, look. There's a bunny girl character, and she is an actual player. She's a ninja. So many bunny girls and lion boys. Oh, this is a samurai. Samurai lion boy. There's a cat boy who we will not speak on. Any gunbreakers over here? No, there's a dragoon. A white mage. Dark knight. A warrior. Looks like another samurai. Oh, they're all doing a cutscene. That's why they're right here. And a paladin with the shield right there. Alright. So, let's get this Aethernet shard. I'm imagining they're not gonna make this easy and they're gonna put them at the top of the fucking steps. Like, yep, there it is, top of the fucking steps. But at least it isn't that high. So CFK, what class or job or whatever they call it in WoW do you play? Makes sense now. All right. Wouldn't that be another fetch quest? Let me go and kill that. So far from what I have on is the best. Oh, this crystal tower looks a lot better than the other one.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
You sure with that loud-ass echo?
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions. To put it simply, they are here in the First. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelt here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the First for almost a year.
Oh, it's a long time.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Oh. That sucks.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the Source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Ooh. Yeah, we don't like that.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction.
Then, how does that explain what happened to Y'shtola?
Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least? Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
No! Let me move around on my own and fight. Whew. For those of you who are watching this in the future, because nobody's watching it right now, I might have to go back on my word and start skipping some stuff. Because, like, yeah, cutscenes and all that stuff are nice. But jeez. These things are getting long. Like, I've been streaming for almost an hour now. And this guy's been having me just walk around doing stuff like it's my job or something. Woo! Excuse me. Let me hit something.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the town, some of which may be familiar to you. But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld. Avan Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here! Of course I'm here! What amusements do you have for me today?
Ooh.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
Am I gonna get a Navi?
This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift? How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin!
Oh, God.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails? Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Snay Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Okay.
Raise your hand.
I don't want to?
Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Oh, goodness.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Yeah, those guys were the last ones to
Consider
see me.
It done.
Figured it'd be nice not to freak them out.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Okay. Okay. We gotta go this way. And I'm walking all up on the grass. God, this is just showing me my house or my room, and nothing's in here. Skip this one. I don't need the extra 45 more seconds of just looking at a room. Alright, so there's that. Alright, and this quest can be done. Well, we're not that far, we'll walk it. Material melders, material vendor, terrible keys. Good.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
No.
That is good to hear. Should you want for anything, pray let me know.
Wanna go home?
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
I might find Stola first.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
That's okay.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and... So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
Notice he said first, which means eventually we have to go to both of them.
Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Let's go to the one in the water.
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Alright, leg gear. Oh. Okay. Let's go for Alpha Node first. And then we're just gonna accept the other quest as well. Actually, let's see if they gave us the gear yet. No, they didn't give it to me. Okay. Ah, there we go. Those stats are... oh, no. Alright. Let's find it. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, we are selling this thing. Yeah, we're selling this thing. Immediately. Not now, but right now. Yeah, we're selling both of these. Just because I don't need them. They're gear score 385. I'm wearing gear score 400. What's up, CFK? Welcome back. So, CFK, just because I do know that you have a presence, I'm gonna be streaming soon, actually. Yeah, we have item levels in this game, because after you reach max level, it's just, I don't like the progressional gear system that this game has, but, you know, it's okay. The higher the gear score sometimes doesn't always mean that it's better, you know? I like a more of a vertical, or not a vertical, horizontal gear progression, whereas like everything's almost on the same level. Yeah, I agree with you, but it's what they chose to do, because in Final Fantasy XI, like, it was amazing, you know? Final Fantasy XI, I was like, I could have something from 5 years ago that's still worth using. But now it's kind of like, oh, you got that from so long ago? Yeah, man, that's old now. You can't use that. So, but it's understandable, kind of, I guess. Oh, but yeah, they leave me all the way out. Yeah, essentially. Legacy armor. Yeah, they're gonna be one of these goddamn humpback chickens. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna be streaming for charity a few times. It's called the Extra Life, where I'm gonna try to raise some money for kids in the hospital. So, I mean, if you'd like to participate with me, that's great. It's called the Extra Life Charity. It's an Extra Life, called Extra Life Charity. Basically, you're raising money for sick kids. Usually, it takes place at the like a university hospital or whatnot. I don't know if you guys have one of those. Go upstairs. No, it's probably not upstairs. It's probably downstairs. But yeah, it's completely voluntary. You do it if you want to. But like, I just need people. Well, I don't need people. It's just me It's just gonna be me playing video games for X amount of hours until I reach the monetary goal. Right now, my goal is $250. If I can get it, that's great. If not, that's okay, because, you know, we had some fun for raising money for kids. Alright, so it's definitely not down here. Yeah, I definitely hope that you're feeling better, CFK. Because, Getting your noggin knocked around is not fun. Alright, now let's go looking for stuff. Thought I'd be able to leave this cursed city, but not yet. Wait, what? What messed up your healthcare? Yeah, that's no bueno. What time is it? It is 4:56. I think I'm gonna play for a little bit longer. As exhilarating and riveting as watching me go through story mode without skipping any cutscenes is. Alright, so basically I just need to find Aether Currents. That's pretty much what that's telling me. I need to find Aether Currents. Aether Currents are what I can use to fly in the zones. Otherwise I'm just going to be walking around.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath.
Definitely gonna say
at Light's Edge, all is perfectly still.
Kinda like
the world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Looks like Clown Town, my guy. Alright. Do I actually get to kill stuff now? That's why I love doing story quests. Like, normally I skip through these little cutscenes, or I blast through it, or at least what they're saying. Oh, yes. Actually, I get the fight. Okay. get to the next, like, area, I guess. And then I'm gonna call it quits for the day. I'm trying to be careful with not, you know. I don't do PvP. We have PvP in this game, I just don't like doing PvP. Yeah, you're right. Play the game and do PvP yourself. PvP might be something better for you, but I just don't like PvP at all. Let's see how it works. Woo. Nice. Alright, so Gunbreaker is just as good as I thought it was. It can handle enemies right next to my level. Alright guys, this is the next town. Like I said, let's see what they got to offer as far as weapons and whatnot. This is worse than what I have now. Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff. Sit your ass back down, selling it for so much. Let's get this mender though. Oh, I don't even need to mend anything yet. Take a look at this, and then after you take a nice look. Oh, okay, that was the town. Okay. All right. CFK, thank you for watching. Thank you for asking all your questions. We will see you guys next time then.